Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. Today is 29th May 2022. My name is TSV Raghavan and I live in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. I am a published author with Amazon Kindle and paperback. I write on spiritualism, fiction, and assorted subjects. Spiritualism happens to be my favorite subject, and this is my spiritual channel. We have been talking about spiritual topics for long in this particular channel. Today we shall talk about causal intelligence. Causal intelligence is in a layer called causal body, which is the first layer of a material universe that envelops the soul when it knowingly or unknowingly enters the material universe. Causal intelligence is closest to the soul and hence it is very closely related to the nature of the spiritual soul. Causal intelligence is also the subtlest form of the three layers of etheric body that the material universe uses to envelop this particular soul. If we start talking about causal intelligence, we must make sure that we go either further up or at least remain in causal intelligence till we are totally evolved. That means that either we think and talk only about causal intelligence or we progress towards soul and super soul, and we must make sure that we do not go back and enter this material universe through the astral mind, the etheric senses, the gross body, etc. Hence, please make sure that you understand causal intelligence completely. Causal intelligence means pure, divine, unadulterated intelligence, which is closest to the spirit soul. Causal intelligence is appreciated and looked upon by those who have a purpose in life or who feel that they have a purpose in life. People who concentrate only on doing their particular duty are more interested in causal intelligence than in astral mind or in etheric senses. Before proceeding further, I may tell you that it could be possible that 50% of humanity in the material universe thinks about the etheric senses. 40% of the material universe thinks only about the astral mind of feelings and emotions, and only 10% of the humanity thinks about the causal intelligence. We must make sure that we always think about causal intelligence and we try to find out our own real purpose in life. Once we are able to do that, we can concentrate on it through our causal intelligence. There was one very great business tycoon in India whose name was Mr. Dhiru Bhai Ambani. Mr. Dhiru Bhai Ambani said that we all are born in a particular orbit in our lifetimes. That is middle class or any other orbit, rich class, wealthy people, poor people, etc. There are several orbits. Every individual human living entity is born in one particular orbit. Most of us choose to remain in only that or any other orbit which is in and around that particular orbit. That is, if we are born in a middle class family, we would like to be in that middle class background all our lives. Similarly, if we are born in a not very educated family, we will also be qualified out to our 10th or 12th grade, and then we will do our job and we complete our life in this material universe. Similarly, if we were born in a totally materialistic life, we may not be interested in self-realization or spiritualism. That is, we all, on an average, try to adjust to the orbit that we were born in. However, there are a few people who try to change that orbit, and when they do, either they change slowly or they take a quantum leap towards another orbit of another dimension. Here, you may have been born in the etheric senses dimension. When you take a quantum leap, you may reach the astral mind. You may have been born in the astral mind orbit, but when you take a quantum leap into another dimension, it could be into the causal world. Actually, that is what is preferable, but unfortunately, many a time, those who take a quantum leap jump backwards, that is, they take from causal intelligence to astral mind or from astral mind to etheric senses. That is not advisable. When you change the orbit for the better, you must only progress further, or else you can remain in the same orbit in which you were born. That is, a person of causal intelligence can take a quantum leap towards the soul. Similarly, a person who was born in the astral world can take a quantum leap towards the causal intelligence. So, with etheric senses, who can take a quantum leap into the astral world. This is what Mr. Dhirubhai Ambani suggests. If you want to focus on your own purpose in life, if you want to make a success out of your life, you can choose to take a quantum leap towards another orbit, especially till you reach at least the causal intelligence orbit. There was another very great person in India whose name was Dr. Abdul Kalam. He was a very successful nuclear physicist. This gentleman has gone on record saying that it is certainly not a sin to be born poor, but it is certainly a sin to die poor. Poverty does not mean only becoming wealthy money wise. Poverty means it is building your character, your knowledge, your erudition, your spiritual feelings, your wealth, and all other things. Wealth is basically material. But if you meditate upon God and soul, you progress spiritually. We shall continue our discussion on this matter in my next video. Till that time, kindly subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I can remind you of my future videos. Till we meet in my next video, it is good morning from TSV Raghavan.